Hi, for this video I want to show you how to solve exponential equations using logarithms, and this is basically the easiest that you can get. For this one, what we are going to do is we're going to find both the exact answer and then we're also going to approximate to 4 decimal places. With this, there is no exact value because it does end up being irrational, since there is no value that I can take 6 to get to 64. Like if I do 6 times 6, that gives me 36, times 6 gets me much larger than 64. So there is no whole number value for x. It is an irrational number. So what you have to do is, in order to solve this, what we're going to do is we're going to add logarithms to both sides. And it does not matter whether you add log logarithms, which are base 10 logarithms, or you could have also set it up as natural logarithms, so ln of 6x equals ln of 64. And I'll just pull up a calculator so that you can see that it doesn't matter which value you use, that you get the same thing either way. Okay, so regardless of which one you choose to do, whether you choose to write log, typically they show in textbooks to use log if you are using a base that is not e. If you have base e, you for sure want to use the natural logarithm just because it makes it easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the property of exponents that says that if you have an exponent in here, that it can be rewritten as multiplication. So we would have x times log 6 equals log 64, and then we would just solve this equation by dividing both sides by log 6. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys that it doesn't matter whether we use log 64 or whether we use ln, as long as you stay consistent and you use both in the top and the bottom. You can't switch in between and say log 64 over ln or the natural log 6. It just doesn't work. So this is considered the exact answer. So you can either write it as this, or you can write it as natural log 64 over natural log 6. Okay, I'm happening to use a TI-84. It doesn't matter what calculator you use to test this. You can do either one, but we would just type in log 64. Make sure you notice that it does open a parentheses. Make sure you close that before doing the next operation. So I would do log 6 and then I hit enter and I get approximately 2.3211. And like I said, this is an irrational number. There's not an exact value. Okay. Had I decided to use natural log, sometimes I use ln if I'm doing a lot of problems just because of the fact that it's one less letter to write. But either way, you will get the same answer because of the change of base formula. So 2.3211, either way, I get the same answer. Okay. So the approximate value for this would be x is approximately, and like I said, we're going to round to 4 decimal places, 2.3211, and this would be our approximate answer. So both of these would be considered appropriate solutions using the exact. You can either have log 64 over log 6 or natural log 64 over natural log 6. They both are the same. They're both using the change of base formula to help us find the approximate value. And with this, just to show you that it does work, I can take 6 to the, and I'm going to use the answer. I'm going to actually type in the answer, the 2.3211, and hit enter. Notice it does give me 64. So it just shows that this value does work in our original equation. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know, or if there are additional topics you need me to cover, please let me know that as well. And if you get a chance, please subscribe.